Hi there, it's another tarot sesh for Pisces. I'm the Cannastrologer. My name is Abby, and this reading is for the week of March 6th through March 12th, but energy is timeless, so take it as it resonates. If the title called to you, if any parts of this message resonate with you, then it's meant for you. Just, timelines could be a little bit different. My nose is itching, sorry. Happens like when I'm downloading and stuff. Okay, so this is for Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. But if you have strong Pisces placements anywhere in your chart, then, it could be for you. Don't try to force anything or try to make it fit, but understand that energies can be crisscross, flip-flopped, and or reversed. Everybody encompasses both masculine and feminine energies within them. So it's all about balance. And then let's make sure that you guys like, share, subscribe as we get started. But this week, okay, so this week, and talking about timelines, we've got the full moon, it's the worm moon in Virgo at 7:40 a.m. Eastern Standard Time on Tuesday. So the full moon is, no matter what, it's the best time to cast spells, manifest, use the illumination of the moon itself. To provide like a sense of energy and clarity during your meditations. Great time to charge your crystals, make moon water, which is also really significant for you, Pisces. You are a water sign. But because it's in Virgo, it's also a great time to focus on organization, your habits, your health, things like diets and exercise and things like that, right? Then on Wednesday, the moon moves into Libra. It's all about diplomacy, balance, visual appeal, working on relationships, speaking up about what you believe in. Friday, the moon moves into Scorpio, another fellow water sign with you. And that's a good time to find motivation, harness your personal power, take control of things like finances or other important topics or issues within your world. But I want to go back real quick and just talk a little bit about the worm moon. And if you go back to, I did a reading at the beginning of the year. It was the 13 moons of 2023. And it's timestamped, so you can skip ahead and look at the March full worm moon. I pulled Amazonite as the stone or crystal for the month. And that's all about harmony. So that's kind of like a theme this month. Also, number 32 could be significant to you, but the theme of confidence was significant. And then also pulled King of Cups. Now that's fellow water sign energy, Scorpio, Cancer, Pisces, of course, but it's more scorpionic. And it rules sex, death, inheritance, and joint resources. And so this could be a significant and very strong theme for you, being the fellow water sign, for this month, Pisces. Okay, so as I was getting the cards ready, and I'm going to call in our spirit guides for Pisces, peace, power, protection, and prosperity, please. Pisces, please. Oh, perfect. I'm going to take the top one. Magical laws. This is the overall resonating theme to get us started. Magical laws. Bide within the law you must, in perfect love and perfect trust. Live you must, and let to live, fairly take and fairly give. Today the witch brings you balance and harmony. Oh my gosh, we were just talking about harmony. So you might want to grab a stone, like an Amazonite stone or something like that. That'll help bring balance and harmony into your world. And especially this month, feels like you might need it. There's a lot of keywords that are popping out at me. Law, trust, fairly take and fairly give, like fair overall. So there might be like a court situation or something that you're looking at. And balance and harmony is going to be called into play. But so Pisces, Take Me by Papa Roach. That's the song that came up today during the shuffle. Take me and let me in, don't break me and shut me out. I want to be part of something. I can't seem to let this love pass me by. Take me and let me in. Don't shut me out. Does anyone around feel the same? Put your fist up and vent your pain. So I feel like I feel like there's this isn't for all of you. This could be for some of you. It's just the energy going into the read, but like for some, or it could be specific. I don't know. But I feel like there's somebody that feels like they're being shut out or were shut out. Um, you know, and they want to be part of something. They know that they could be part of something, but they're not being told everything. And you know, they're looking around at their fellow people, and they're like, does anyone else feel the same? Like, what the heck, rise up. Let's rise up and vent your pain, talk about it. I feel like there's a certain level of unfairness here, but also we're talking about, fairly take, fairly give. This isn't, I mean, and again, this is a message for, it's like half and half, right? Depending on you. Um, Karma is all about what you put into the world and what comes back. And it can come back tenfold, right? So be careful what you put out there, because it will come back. And that can be good and bad, I'm very cognizant and conscious of that at all times, even with the bad stuff. Like, sometimes you have to make really hard decisions that could, like, have really severe consequences. But 10 of Cups, ultimately you feel like it's for the good of all. You just can't control other people. That's the thing. It's all about free will. So if you're trying to control somebody else's world, oof, that's going to come back to haunt you, right? But if you're doing it to help somebody's world, to like bring justice, then that's a whole nother thing. That's the lifting your fist up and venting your pain. You want justice in a situation. Take it as it resonates, whatever side you're on, right? Okay, what do we have for Pisces? Peace, power, protection, and prosperity, please, spirits. I'm just going to lay out all the cards and then we'll get into it. Knight of Pentacles. What else for Pisces, please? Pisces, please. Ooh, okay. My nose is itching. Sorry. Okay, clarifying, please, spirits. Knight of Pentacles, please. Oh. Okay. 3 cards just like popped out all together. Interesting. Okay. 4 cards popped out. Interesting. So, okay. Before I even talk about this, I'm gonna lay them out, Abby. See, I've decided that I'm going to lay out cards first and then talk about it, because it kind of speeds it up, or else I'll sit there and I'll talk about certain cards forever. I'm like, especially after last week, all of my readings were a little bit longer, and I'm like, I need to speed things up and save some time. Work harder, not smarter. Or, no, work smarter, not harder. You know what I'm talking about. It's funny. Okay. I don't know if I like this angle. I'm like at this side. I'm like at this angle where I look like super, I want to say thick. Not like that, but it's not. I need to get back into the gym, though. Definitely that Virgo moon energy. Okay, underneath the deck, we've got Rose Romance. Top of the deck, blackberry invasive. Interesting. Okay. Okie dokie. So what I'm seeing here, it's very interesting that I mentioned law, legal, probably or possibly court, because the whole fairly take, fairly give thing. I see an ending. It's either what you're dealing with right now or what you don't see coming. The Ten of Swords clarified by the Five of Pentacles. The Ten of Swords is an ending, and it's from somebody being left out in the cold, and it could have had something to do regarding finances, because the Five of Pentacles are about finances. Okay, see that how they're left out in the cold there. Underneath that is the Five of Cups. Oh yeah, definitely. It's definitely about finances. Because that's Ten of Cups, Five of Cups being better. It's like spilled milk. Somebody's like looking back at the past, but doesn't see the two cups that are moving forward. But it's interesting. Moving forward though, it's Ten of Pentacles. It's like something better. New beginning. And putting down those burdens of the past. Holding on as you walk away. This could be underlying energy of somebody else, but there's a situation that's definitely over with the Queen of Wands, it looks like. There's a victory after being left out in the cold. Could be this Queen of Wands. There were secrets about balancing out pentacles. Yup. So that's the underlying energy and or what you don't see coming. But what I see we're dealing with this week is, okay, in the past it was a Knight of Pentacles energy. That's the slowest moving knight in the deck. We're talking about money though again. Coin, pentacles, finances, right? And I feel like because it was like being held back, and it's clarified by the Seven of Pentacles. Yeah, it's clarified by the Seven of Pentacles, and that's lots of Seven of Pentacles is planting of a seed, right? It's waiting on a project to bloom, a project to blossom, planting the seed and watering it and watching it grow, which takes time, right? And that makes sense with this slow moving Knight of Pentacles energy. Sometimes like really beneficial projects take time to develop, right? Now this was in your recent past. But unfortunately, something didn't work out because we've got the Death card coming in. Also could be dealing with a Scorpio, because that is the sign of Scorpio. But death actually, could have been a death in the family or a death around you. Could be an actual literal death. You could be experiencing that right now. And if that's the case, I am so sorry, But at the same time, if this was from something in your past, it also could mean just the transformation of a situation. Doesn't like the death of ego or the death of a situation from the past, and it's now changing. What it's changing to, however, and it was definitely I feel very strongly it was like a situation from the past or potential relationship with a Page of Pentacles. This was somebody just starting out. I feel like it is more business related or something that the Page of Pentacles was passionate about. But they weren't a page. This was like a queen or someone in the making. That was that Queen of Wands behind there. And now it's like you're looking back at that situation and everything that you had. Six of Cups, Three of Cups. You had that. Now, this... Yeah, I feel like this was past energy. But it's transformation from this situation. And I think, what you don't see coming, or the underlying energy from this, is that it's kind of like done. It's over. Like that's the transformation it was abundant. It had the potential of being abundant, but it's, for whatever reason, it's kind of like over. We've got Blackberry, invasive. Underneath the deck is romance, and I look behind it. There's faithfulness and luck. So I feel like there's a certain level of like faithfulness and romance in a situation, like, you know, protection. Maybe you're protecting somebody, or maybe it was actually like a romance that this situation was all about, that you wanted to be part of, like the song. You wanted to be part of something, right? And that's what all this was. You know, you were being faithful to the cause. I'm not seeing the connection of where it turns, but it could be due to magical laws. Abide within the law you must, in perfect love, romance, and perfect trust. Live you must, and let to live, fairly take and fairly give. So let's read Blackberry Invasive and see what this is about. Now, again, this doesn't have to be your energy. It could be flip-flop, crisscross, reverse, somebody that you're dealing with, right? Time to break free, boundaries in place, intruder, stalker, get out of my face. Thorny, sharp branches and berries of black protect from invasion to prevent attack. This magic is worked with harm to none, so mote it be there it is done. Somebody is desperate to be part of your life and could be pushing your buttons right now. Their invasive presence and blatant disrespect of your boundaries is making you feel uncomfortable. Interesting. Okay. Neighbor disputes could be an issue for you as boundary lines are crossed, or you may be fighting for personal space at work. That's, I was saying, you want to be part of something. So you may be like fighting for something that was at work, or you're looking for justice. And I was just looking at the word justice. You're looking for justice in a situation in regards to work. Okay. Take it as it resonates. Everybody's storyline is different based on your birth chart, you know, based on your placements. But anyway, plant me in your garden to prevent energy vampires from crossing your threshold. And if my thorns draw the perpetrator's blood, as dark and juicy as my berries, then you can be sure that justice is served. I just said justice. I just saw the word, and that's not in here. Anyway. Recommended recipe, use it for jam, blackberry jam. Put it on your English muffins in the morning or something like that, right? Ancient Greeks used blackberry to treat gout and also made blackberry tea to soothe sore throats and cure colds. Maybe some of you are fighting off a cold. Blackberry, anything like berries that are darker in color are very, very rich in antioxidants and stuff, and so it's really great to eat. But it's also, it was used for healing wounds and preventing scurvy. Okay. Yeah, because I think what you're trying to prevent is this negative energy. Like what you don't see coming is this ending with something. And that's what you are going to want to prevent. But I feel like what you've been protecting is in regards to romance and all of this information, like all of this back in the past. Or not necessarily in the past. I mean, definitely could be in the past. It's what you're dealing with now. What you're dealing with now is the change, the transformation from the past into what you have coming in, which the Six of Cups energy is like friendship, and Three of Cups is celebration. And it of the past. Could be somebody from your past, maybe somebody coming in from your past. But what you don't see coming is like kind of like an ending, or maybe it's due to an ending, or you felt like somebody was left out in the cold. Maybe somebody felt like they were left out in the cold, and then that was the ending. But what's coming in is maybe like, you know, friendship, an offer, because, you know, you love them. You want to be faithful to them. just blackberries, you know, that invasive nature, that invasive attitude, call that in, and that'll help prevent jealousy, negativity, anything like that from your current relationship. Because what you've got working is, I feel like you're working to protect love, to find love, right? To keep it. Um, and you may be dealing with something, you know, regarding law. I don't know. This is Pisces. I don't have Pisces in my chart, but this is what the cards are showing. This is what I have for you this week. If any of this resonates, please make sure to drop a comment below. Like, share, subscribe, hit the notification bell. That way you can get updates of my future content. I also do weeklies, monthlies. I do fun in betweens, and then I do personals. And so check out the description below for all of that information. As you know, it's Together We Grow. I appreciate your time being here. I really appreciate the donations and tips that I've received to help the channel grow, especially from you, Pisces. You guys have been pulling some really strong numbers recently, so I appreciate that. And I will see you on the flip side. I look forward to having you back next week. And as you know, it's Together We Grow. So I will see you later. Peace.